Greetings programs, I am Sark. Welcome to the grid. Today we're going to take a look at our aircraft again. I'm going to finish up the fuselage, finish slicing that up and shelling it, preparing it for print. We'll get at some of the control surfaces and should be relatively quick. So one thing I've done since the last time you saw it is I went ahead and did an inset on each of these windows just to sharpen them up a little bit. I think that'll pay off down the road. So I'm going to hide everything except this and start working on each section. So I think this section here slices off relatively easy. I don't see any problems with this section. So use this view. Make sure ignore back facing is off. Grab that and detach. I'm going to do each section like that, I guess. This is probably our longest piece. I don't know, should I try and go for the whole darned thing? I think that may be ambitious. So let's not. Let's chop it here, and that's going to make our wing. Oh, I'm going to have to think about that. We're going to have to. It'll be fine, but we're going to have to think about our wing in a little bit. So I have the other file saved. I can always open the previous version and do the wing edits based on that. So that'll be okay. And I guess something like that's alright. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do much more than this. Like I was thinking about here, but that makes this section pretty big. This is smarter. So we'll detach that. Okay, each of these should be very similar. You know what I haven't done though is run the symmetry on those insets, right? No, I haven't. So each of these is about to get a symmetry modifier baked in. Copy this. Okay, take our first one and I don't want to shell it because I don't want to copy the details of the windows. So one clever way I may try to do this is just to grab this edge and then scale it in and then do the same thing on the other side. The only trouble with that is I can't control their widths and I would like them to match. I don't know why it matters to me that they match. Nobody's going to see the inside, but I don't know. I already started, right? Let's hide everything else. Let's do unhide by name. That's the one named Fuselage. Whoops. What is your name? Of course, you didn't get one. Okay, so we're going to say cabin. I know the whole thing's the cabin. I could call this the cockpit, but it's not because it's got this. That would just be this section. Whatever. Fuselage A. Put a nice underscore on it. B. C. D. Okay. So should be easier to tell them apart now. So I think I've done this cabin. So let's hide all but these. Hide unselect. See, I've already done that one. So one way to think about this might be man, if you thought okay. We could turn the smoothing off on this, right? And then sort of copy the distance of that shell. Let's try it. Let's just see what a shell, see how bad it is. Right, the window sections are a total mess. But it is the right distance, so we could just delete all the window details on this side. Don't want to do that. What if we take, if we extrude it, it should be the same distance. So what if we take like, let's just collapse our symmetry because we're done with it for now. Uh-oh. Why do you not wish to continue? No, it's just being funny because of the window. Okay. Alright, so I got all those. We could extrude them on a local normal. Oh, what a mess that is. -4. But it's like it's got two verts there. And it hasn't. I don't think. Oh, but it has. Look at that. Okay. So those are unwelded. So sometimes you just have to do a little extra clean. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Like, are there like think about this. The window needs to sort of tie off, maybe. Alright, just gonna have to clean it. That's a mess. I mean, this is just a pig's breakfast. Okay, so let's see. Uh-huh. Huh? That's the one that I don't like, I guess. Alright, I think if we weld this up, I know I still have an end gun there, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's try our symmetry again. Oh, I wonder how many of these others are like that. Okay. I don't know if I want to flip it or not, right? Okay. Let's try this then. A little sloppy, but it might just do the job. Alright, local normal and negative. Okay, so now not only does it match the other surface. Right. Well, too clever by half, huh? Can I shell just that part? No. So all I want to do is take this. But probably fine. Use our Mark 1 eyeball. Try to have as much as we had on the other surface, and then hit bridge. And And this doesn't like us because we didn't sort out the other end? Probably. I don't think this end's that bad. Yeah, I don't think that much of a problem. I think we can just get rid of these things. And it'll be fine. We're talking about, I mean, this is really sausage being made now. The inside of an object, right? We're going to unhide our cabin. And I have a feeling these will line up okay. It's going to get an open sub. Three layers of it. Oh, it got awful thin. But I think we fixed that with our reinforcement edges, and I think it's going to end up being very much yeah, I mean it's almost dead on, so that should be okay. If anybody's getting things, okay. Hide selection. Turn off the open subdiv. Ring. Connect. Two, and the pinch is going to be 70. Doing all along. Oh no, it gets rough here. So I was afraid of that. Let's go back down here. Let's consider some edge loops. On the inside. So should be that a swift loop will do the job for us. And I don't know about that first window. We may need a little space there. We may just have to get rid of one of those windows, or it got better, but it's still rough. We get these. I thought we got these cut in. Okay, maybe that's part of my problem. Ring. Oh, it didn't want to ring. I understand now. I don't select. We're going to do our 70%. We gotta connect these up. And again, this may be we're likely to get some really awful pinching here. as a punishment for our sins. Let's see. Faster than symmetry, just go to the other side sometimes. There we go. Okay, it's awfully warped right there. I mean, it's just too pinched. So, what's the trick? Do we cheat with the dimensions of the aircraft a little bit? I think we do, and we can just take it off the other side. Let me see. On hide by name. Yeah, the cabin has a little to spare here. So I think that'll end up being all right. Even with the subdivision on. Yeah. So we can take our half out of the middle. Just extrude this mess. See if this piece will cooperate. Not quite, right? Okay. Oh, one little end gun I thought I could get away with. This is going to cause me so many problems down the line. Positive 4. Don't even need 4. I think 2 will be enough. Okay, look how much cleaner. So that's all we really needed. You just can't have a window right where you chopped. And I think I was better on the other sections of the airplane. We're gonna find out. On hide by name. Cabin. And of course now I have this evil overlap. What I'm not supposed to have, but again, we're gonna employ, because we're nearing the end of our project, we can smell the end. We are just gonna start employing our Mark 1 eyeball. Because it is, after all, just a model. Boeing is not going to build it. Nobody will die if we get a seam a little bit off. It's going to be glued together. So I think as long as it's not actually clipping, it's going to be alright. It'll be fine. It's going to be glued together, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. That is me fussing over much, probably. So let's see if we can hide the next bit. And can we get away with the same trick? I think we can. I think even better, because I think I already dealt with all the silliness of these windows. I mean, really, it would not have been much to just tie these through before I chopped it up. So, you live and you learn. Bake the symmetry. Yeah, that's clean. Let's take the other side. You know what? Now that we can hide this cabin, actually, it's going to be easier to line up. Hide selection. Take this one, turn off the open subdiv. Isn't that funny? Okay, something got scaled at some point. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, that's just the way the airplane is. It's just those are the squeezy seats. Still though. Yay much is an imperial standard of measure. And I think it is an appropriate amount. To that. Done. I don't know if the 3D printer like wants those reinforcements. Oh, we should do the. We should at least do the basic edge loops we did on the other one. I think that'll be enough. I don't think it cares how long or how stretched these polygons are, because we're not putting textures on them or anything. Okay, there we go. Then looks reasonable. And let's just copy paste our open subdiv. I'm doing 3 iterations on all these open subdivs just because it hides some of the shortcuts we took along the way. You need 2. That'll look all right. This one still needs its 70% reinforcements on the corners. So hide unselected. Turn off open subdiv, go back down to the edit poly layer. Grab one of these. Hold the control key, grab one on the other side. Hit ring. Hit connect. 2 segments, 70%. Probably we could just put that on its own separate edit poly layer and copy paste, but maybe not though. It's not the same object. Not sure how that would work. Probably about as badly as a morph would work between these, which is to say not at all. So we have our cabin, we have our door, we have our nose, and we have a fuselage A. All those things should line up relatively well. If anything, fuselage A is a little rough, but it's not terrible. Hide unselected. Suddenly got curious about that extrude. I just want to make sure it's like clean here. Just make sure those are flush. I think that'll make it play nice with its neighbor. Yeah. Hide unselected. I want to do similar for these ones. I know I did it for the canopy because it had such a funky shape. But these are all just like, I feel like they're all just a little bit. You're doing this sort of thing, you've got to ignore back facing is off. These are actually okay, I think. Yeah, this one was already true. Okay. So that's 2 to go. The last one's probably going to be a doozy, but that's okay. Alright, unselected. How thin a layer of filament it'll tolerate. Actually, it's not something I checked. Unhide by name. At Fuselage B. Does it have? I feel like it's got. I feel like it's okay with its thickness behind the windows, but I don't. Breaking all my rules. Because these are angled, I'm just trying to fuss with them a little bit and try and make sure that they've all got. I think they're okay. I think they've all got enough. I can't even explain what I'm trying to do, but I think there's going to be enough space between the window and the shell. But maybe I should not have cut it so close, so that may be a lesson for the future. I'm going to catch hell from my compatriot with the printer. I think he's going to be like, what the heck? Can't do the detail. Leave those windows off, you bum. And that'll be alright. Take my legs. In the name of art. Okay. Fuselage D. Oh, we still gotta do C. Unhide by name. Fuselage C. Alright. Hide this. Left ourselves a space so we don't have any window absurdity to deal with. it shouldn't be like way thicker than the other part in any place. We're going to go with that. Let's say that seems right. Seems darned close. And see how our windows are faring. And I think it's okay. It'll be alright. I certainly haven't had any clipping through yet. Alright, do this bit where we flatten it out. Now's the time to get it done. Our swift loop. Nothing too crazy. Oh, did we not bake in our symmetry? Should be okay. Still looking pretty. So our final model's going to have maybe some uglier seams, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is the way they put aircraft together, and I'm sure, of course, their tolerances are, you know, 0.01 microns per meter or something, but ours is a much smaller scale, so I think we can be forgiven some looser tolerances relative to the scale. Okay. Alright, unselect. Continuing to use the previous section as a rough guide. Now this one gets funny because there's no reason for it to be too awful hollow, I guess, except you don't want it to be too heavy. Right? There's some physics consideration in real things. What shall we do? I think we're just going to take a big chunk out of it, and we're going to let the very end sort of be solid. So at some point here, my 3D printing sensei will weigh in on all the things we've done wrong, and then we can do it better next time. Maybe we should be using a different software to set up the slicing, but I have a feeling that when a model is this rough, a lot of the things we're doing in Max are just necessary anyway. I think that'll be alright. I don't think anybody will mind this section being a little heavier. Except unless or until. Should I put some weight in the nose to keep the thing balanced on the table? Like, I don't know. Just put a rock in there, I guess. Like, this is going to be by far the thickest section. And then it's got the tail on it. I don't know how it's going to balance on the table. Once again, we'll just take these and make sure they're aligned. Drop our reinforcement loop in on the and check out our open sub. I mean, ooh. Alright. We owe the rear of the aircraft a little bit of attention. What a mess that is. What can we do about that? How many sides do we have? If we could just quad it off or something, I'll tell you, that would make our lives easy. We have 32 sides. I think I can get away with just like... Here it is, dot ring. And then deselect these, deselect these. Bridge that crap. Oh, I'm a bad person. See how that'll go. Maybe it just doesn't care. Maybe these can be triangles and it'll be alright. It gets awful pinched there. So maybe there's another approach. So 16. Alright. And we just cap that. We can even slice it like this. I wish I had the original reference because I wonder if there are some details on this aircraft that I'm missing. Ah, that's fine. Looks like the backside of an aircraft to me. Nothing much to look at. Okay, I think that's kind of okay. So I wanted to get at a few of these control surfaces. What time is it? I think it's quite late. So we'll do those for the next video. And spare anybody the pain of all that on top for now. You have a great day.